EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Come on.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short pickup to about the 25. You talk about this Giant defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
Tag! Cougar 19! Ready!
They'll keep it on the ground. Milton. Oh, able to avoid him. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards the pickup, first down Washington. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's a tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
They'll run on first down. Milton. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Panther 11! Panther 11!
Here's Daniels. Finds Johnston. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's good for a Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
No, smash! Here we go, set! Viking 18! Go!
They'll run here with a rookie. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Let's go now. Cowboy 8.
Throwing now is Daniels. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll start with a run by Tracy. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. So these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year, with the Giants winning that one. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. From the 41, here's second down and 8. Dart going to look to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. But you look at this defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game, because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw now, Dart. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Throwing his Dart. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Brings up second
Ball
and
at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Ready, roll, Bronco 80. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Milton. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 35.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
19 Tiger. Ready.
Off the play fake. Daniels will get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Washington Commanders first down.
Buffalo 18.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. And again back to Kmet. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard
Here we
line.
go. Hey, go.
Daniels looking to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
At the Giants' 48-yard line.
Lightning, 18.
Now Daniels. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And some room to work. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Here we go, Jack.
To throw is Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Lad McConkey, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, dart. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But a great coach said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Well, let's check on the call. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this is going to remain a 1-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. And Xavier again, 53 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Tyrone Tracy, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to move back in front. Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you.
Okay, break.
For myself, I go 0 to 100.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Lions.
On 1st down, Milton. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. 17 yards that time and a Washington 1st.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may lose sleep.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Second and 20.
Mustang
At the
19.
47-yard line.
Ready.
Back to throw. Daniels. And this one's incomplete.
Intended for
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
down and 20.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Viking 18. Ready.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pass hauled in by Johnston. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
And that is no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellows up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Here's Darty. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Here we go. Press all 80. Go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Milton. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped out on behind the line of scrimmage.
15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Set. Let go.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It leads to second.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Daniels. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To the air, Dart. There's a short one caught by Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's taken to the 26. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
2nd down and 8.
Cup 19. Let's go. Ready.
They go play action. Daniels. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Brian Burns. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Third and 19.
Here we go. Here we go. 18. 70. Timberwolves. Ready.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Dart. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And That's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here's Dart.
Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here we go, set. Tap the 60, tap 50, tap 60. Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Ayuk goes in motion. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing his dart. And that went into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Brandon Ayuk
With career touchdown number 70.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Back! Bronco 80! Ready?
Back to throw. Daniels. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
From the gun on 3rd down. Daniels. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Looking to throw, Dart.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown.
Malik Neighbors as the first half is winding down. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime.
The extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Ready?
This time they stay on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from him in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Dart.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots.
First mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Okay,
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down at 7.
Ready?
Play action. Now it's Daniels.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Dragon 60. 65. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready, ready.
Here's Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. But what? Side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
He's across midfield and finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
To throw is Dart. Open man downfield is Johnson. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? That one taken in by Neighbors. And they will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Malik Neighbors with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
36. Commanders 12.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 114 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now Dart. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Giants have opened the lead up to 30. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Washington. Still down very big on the scoreboard, but a little feather in their cap here.
And it's a big-time play, and if you don't get energized after a kick return, well, then your team just doesn't have any spark. We'll find out if this is the start of a big comeback.
Pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Pass midfield, look out. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Giants. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now, they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Ready. 79.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Brian Burns picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Second and 13. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Play action. Now Dart. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Here we go, set.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
It's third down and goal.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Let's go now.
They'll try to throw for it with Dart. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now.
So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60. Go.
They'll set up to throw. That one complete to again. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Xavier again. 12 yards on the play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
From the shotgun, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They're taking it right down Broadway. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right?
Yeah, you do I ever?
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards to pick up. First down, Washington. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception.
70 Lions.
They'll run on first down. Milton. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Here we go, shot. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
He'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Three quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a